बसाए, सोने के महल बनाए, नया साल ऐसे मनाए हो, आओ तुम्हें हेवन पे ले जाए, एक नई दुनिया बसाए, सोने के महल बनाए, नया साल ऐसे मनाए हो, आओ तुम्हें हेवन पे ले जाए। प्यार की वो दुनिया आने वाली है, नफरत की ये रातें जाने वाली है, ऐसी फिर से एक डगर होगी, ऐसा फिर से एक नगर होगा, आओ तुम्हें हेवन पे ले जाएं, एक नई दुनिया बसाएं, सोने के महल बनाए, नया साल ऐसे मनाए हो, आओ तुम्हें हेवन पे ले जाएं। गम ना होगा वहाँ, खुशी ना जाएगी वहाँ, सतयुग जिसका नाम है, कलयुग का कोई ना निशान है, हम बड़े ही भाग्यवान हैं, प्रभु ले जाते उस जहान है, ओ आओ तुम्हें हेवन पे ले जाएं, एक नई दुनिया बसाएं, सोने के महल बनाए, नया साल ऐसे मनाए।
और अब यह एक बहुत अच्छी वीडियो भी जरूर देखें।
Om Shanti. Let's start the Murli in little silence for a few seconds. The title of the Murli is In the New Year, Give All Souls the Message and Give Them the Gift of Golden World. In the New Year, give all souls the message and give them the gift of new world. In order to become equal to the Father, make your nature of remaining soul conscious natural. Today, Bap Dada is seeing every child in their form of love and the form of being merged in Bap Dada's love. Each child is sparkling with God's love. All the children have arrived here in the flying vehicle of love. So if you're in Madhuban or you are at your respective locations, but we are all here in Madhuban in our subtle form. So Baba says, all the children have arrived here in the flying vehicle of love. You have come here to celebrate the new year. But what is visible in the eyes of all of you? New Year is just in name, but what enthusiasm do all of you have in your eyes? You're giving greetings for three things. So normally people say Happy New Year, but Baba says we don't wish each other just Happy New Year, but we wish three things. And what are those three things? First one, Baba says, greetings of your new life. Greetings of the new age. Greetings of meeting your family and the Father. Three things. One is our new life, new age, golden age, and our family and Father. What is spinning in your eyes? Your new age is appearing in front of you, is it not? In your heart, you have enthusiasm that the new age is about to come. The shining dress of the new age, the body that we will have in Satyug, the shining dress of the new age is as clearly in front of you as though you're quickly going to wear it. That shining dress today in the confluence age. You're very happy to see it in front of you. You are bidding farewell and also receiving greetings. You bid farewell to the old year and then forget that year. Very important for all of us. You bid farewell to the old world, and Baba says, and then you forget that year. And the new year is ahead, comes in front of you. So can we see our new year the way Baba wants us to be? In the same way, you're not giving greetings to the old world ahead of you, but you're giving greetings for the new world. You're bidding farewell to the old world. Today, everyone has zeal and enthusiasm for the new age. People give greetings for the new year and they also give a gift. Bap Dada is also giving you children a gift to bid farewell to the old nature and sanskars and to go into the new world where there is attainment and nothing but attainment. That's a gift that Baba is giving to all of us. So let's very lovingly accept that gift in our mind. Thank you, Baba. Baba says, in short, you can say that there is nothing lacking in the new world. That's the gift that Baba gives us. Nothing lacking in the new world. Bab Dada has given each of you children, such a gift of golden world. You too have the intoxication that you're becoming those who have a right to golden world. Do you not? Yes, Baba, all of us do. Yeah, so with that awareness, let's see what Baba has to share with us. After that, no one else can give such a gift. The Father has given each child the direction. Give all souls. Now, what is that direction? Give all souls the gift of Father's inheritance, the message of the golden world. what gift do you have? Firstly, give them the gift of the new world. And secondly, you have many treasures, the treasures of virtues, the treasures of powers, the treasures of self respect, the Swaman that we have. You have so many treasures. So give everyone the gift of one or another virtue or one or another power so that their lives change through this gift. So, the way Baba has changed our lives, by the gifts that Baba has given to us, Baba says now all of us are instruments to give that gift to others. So, give everyone the gift of one or another virtue or one or another power so that their lives change through this gift. And they claim a right to golden world. Because you can see that sorrow and peacelessness are nowadays increasing everywhere. Everywhere, everyone has fear and worry. At the very least, give those unhappy and peaceless souls the message that the Father has now come. Give those unhappy and peaceless souls the message that the Father has now come. Become one who has a right to the imperishable inheritance from now. You are giving every soul this message, but even now, some of the Father's children are still deprived of the message. Nevertheless, you are the children of one Father. And so, definitely give the gift of this message to your brothers and sisters. So, in this new year, let's think how can we, souls who are still deprived of this message, how can we give this message to them? Baba says, no one should be left out. You are doing service, and Bap Dada is pleased to see the service of you children. But the Father's hope is that none of his children should be left out of receiving the message. They should not complain that you received the gift of golden world and they did not even know about it. Our Father came and we did not even receive that message. No one should complain that that's the seva that all of us have received from Baba, that every soul should know that Baba has come. This is why this is our effort. This is the effort you have to make in the new year. Make a plan amongst yourselves so that no corner is left out. You should not receive any complaints, but they should become happy. At least they should know our Father has come. They should at least know that our Father has come. They should not remain deprived. So, what will you do in the new year? Get together and make plans. In the outside world, they get together and they kind of have good time. But see, Baba gives us a purpose. Baba says, get together and make a plan. Bab Dada feels mercy for every child. You too specially have to adopt a merciful and benevolent form towards your brothers and sisters and give everyone the message. At least they should not make such a complaint. So today, all the children have arrived here with zeal and enthusiasm to celebrate New Year. What song does Bap Dada sing on seeing each and every child? You know that, do you not? Wah, child, wah. Baba always says, this song that Baba sings for all of us, Wah, bache, wah. And when Baba says that, you can actually feel so much love from Baba that it's just beyond, the happiness of this world. Even those three words, when Baba says, the way Baba says is Baba's eyes full of love. So this one song that Baba sings, and then what do we sing? Wah Baba, Wah. So Baba says, Wah child, Wah. Even those who have come here for the first time, Bab Dada says, you are lucky that you belong to the Father before the completion of time. That's one blessing we can say, drama had for all of us, that we know Baba, we give our lives to him. So that's the best thing I think, all of us have. So Baba says you are lucky that you belong to the Father before the completion of time. It's not like in the end we'll know, oh, God had come and we didn't know. We'll not be there, So we're very, very lucky souls. So Baba says Bab Dada is giving multi-million fold congratulations to the new children for becoming lucky. Nowadays, Bab Dada wants to see one thing in all the children. Do you know what that is? Each of you has enthusiasm in your heart for the aim that you're going to become equal to the Father. Not that you will become that at some point in time, but that you are definitely going to become that. So we are those souls who will become complete, who will become, like Father. So being in that awareness, just as you have that aim, so together with the aim, Bapdada now also wants to see the qualifications of that aim. Laksha or Lakshan, Baba says, whatever our aim is, we should become like that. Just as you have the aim of becoming equal, so too you must also have qualification of becoming equal. Our actions have to be such that now your aim is very high, but you have to pay a special attention to its qualifications. And every thought, word, and action should be, something that justifies our aim, that says, okay, this is our aim and this is how we are becoming, this is how we are. So Baba says, equal to the extent that the aim is high, such a high aim that we have, becoming equal to the Father. So Baba says our qualification also has to be as high. Our every thought, word, and action has to be so high. Equal to the extent that the aim is high, so too the qualifications for that are just as high. Now you children do want to imbibe those qualifications, but meanwhile some say, I want this very much, but. So Baba always says, we children always, we also aim, but there is, so and so issues, there's so and so challenges. So Baba says, so this but should not now be removed. So no if, no but, nothing. It's just God, His powers, and how we use that powers in our lives. That's it. So then there is no but. So Baba says, just as it is visible from a distance through your face and your activity, how high the aim is, so too the qualification should also be visible from your face and your activities. चेहरे और चलन से बाबा कहते हैं सेवा. So your qualifications should also be visible from your face and your activities. For instance, earlier, when you were in the state of body consciousness, your natural nature was that of body consciousness. Did you ever make an effort to become body conscious? It's past so many births, we've been so aware of our body that it's the most natural thing I think which comes because we've practiced it for past couple of births. So Baba says, did you ever make an effort to become body conscious? Your natural nature was that of body consciousness. You did not make an effort for that, for half the cycle. Similarly, now too, it should be your natural nature to be soul conscious. Similarly, now too, it should be your natural nature to be soul conscious. Since the nature of the body consciousness became natural, do you ever remember having to become body conscious? Oh, I have to become body conscious today. It never happens, right? So similarly, Baba says it has to be so natural that we don't have to make that effort that, okay, now I'll, create that awareness of the soul. That effort should also not be there. It should be so natural, Baba says. Did you ever make that effort? Even now, there is a body consciousness and soul consciousness. So, why is there effort to become soul conscious? Bap Dada receives news that you sometimes have to make effort to finish body consciousness. Since it was natural to be body conscious, then why should it take effort to be soul conscious? That is who we are. So Baba says, why should it take effort to be soul conscious? Bab Dada does not like having the effort. Baba says he does not like that. Becoming to labor and have this natural nature. This is known as having a name with equal qualifications. Then just see how it will be very easy and natural to become equal to the Father. So one practice that Baba wants us to make that we be conscious natural. That's how we become equal to Father. Brahma, while having responsibilities for such a large family, he had the natural nature of soul consciousness. Even the children have responsibility, but what is that responsibility in front of Brahma Baba? Imagine so many children, Brahma Baba. We have family of let's say 4, 5, at best 6. Or if it's joint family, which is a rare case now, then 10 people. But Brahma Baba took care of 350 brothers and sisters at that time of different age groups. Imagine the kind of responsibility. But Baba says, whatever responsibility it may be, for instance, it may be responsibility of a zone or some official business of Yajna. What is that responsibility in front of Brahma Babas? With help of Shiv Baba. Now this is very important. Most important for us to become very light so that we can make effort. Baba says, with help of Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba demonstrated practically how Karan Karavan Har, one who inspires others, is making him do everything. Karan Karavan Har, Shiv Baba gets him to do everything. And that he himself is Karanhar, the one who is only doing as per what Baba says, while, while being loving and detached, equal to the Father. If you wish to become equal to the Father, then check this whether it is your thoughts, your words, or your duties in terms of your actions. Now let's check our family, our work. Is it our responsibility or have we given it to Baba? Baba, they are your children. Baba, this is your work. I'm doing your seva. And I'm only the one who does it as per Srimad. If that awareness is there, we, kind of give everything to Baba, all responsibilities to Baba. Then we are light. So Baba says, I am Karanhar and a trustee. And Shiv Baba is the Karavanhar master. You forget this lesson of Karavanhar as you move along. So you have to make the aim and qualification equal. How do we do that? By being in that awareness of Shiv Baba Karavanhar. Now, together with bidding farewell to the old year, you have to bring about qualifications of your aim. There has to be new thing for the new year. So Baba says, we make so many resolutions. This is the resolution that Baba has given us for this year. What can I do? So sometimes we say, what can I do, Baba? Maya comes. So Baba says, Maya comes, even I don't want her to come. She comes. Together with bidding farewell to the old year, also bid farewell to such words and thoughts. These are all thoughts of weaknesses. So Baba says, bid farewell to them as well. Do not bid farewell just to the ear. Bap Dada has told you that Maya too comes to Bap Dada. Now this is a very interesting, scene that Baba is creating. Baba says Maya too comes to Bap Dada, and what does she say? I understand that it is now time for me to go, but what can I do when some children invoke me? Uh, Baba is very beautifully defined. When Baba says children, we don't actually say that, okay, I want to be weak, I want to be, attached, I want to have any kind of weaknesses. No, we don't say that. But what is the basis of, invoking Maya? A weak thought, any kind of weak thought. I'm not good enough. I can't do this. Why does this happen to me? All these are weaknesses. All these are weak thoughts which invokes Maya is what Baba very beautifully explained yesterday. So Baba says, I understand that it is now time for me to go, but what can I do? Some children invoke me. So today, together with bidding farewell, you also have to bid farewell to various forms of Maya. Do you have the courage? Raise your hands. So all of us can raise our hand and give confirmation to Baba that yes, we will bid farewell to Maya this year. Do you have the courage to bid farewell? Those sitting at the back, do you have the courage? Those who have courage. Multi-months for this, is the network fluctuating a bit? Is it okay? Can you hear me well?
Now we can hear you, Ritabhan.
Okay, sure, Anji. So I'll continue.
Yes.
Because sure. Because all of you can see the that the condition to get worse with full force for some time, and Bap Dada has been speaking these elevated versions that it will happen suddenly. The last paper that we will have, all of us we do have our papers every now and then, right? Any situation comes, a person, our exam can happen anytime, but that final paper will, Baba says these are all like practice sessions, these little papers that we get, and how we, strengthen ourselves, how we empower ourselves in these little situations is what defines how we'll handle our final paper, which Baba says is going to happen suddenly. It has to happen suddenly. And if you don't have the practice over a long period of time, then tell me, at the time of suddenly, you will need this practice, will you not? So even now, if you get little papers in form of situations, people, very lovingly accept them because they are preparing you for your final paper. We all want to pass with honor, we want to clear with good marks, and these situations just help us prepare ourselves a little better. So Baba says, just recently, Bap Dada gave homework of 10 minutes to 10 minutes for total of 24 times. 10 minutes of total 24 times, Baba says. So every hour, let's say, we do 10 minutes and plus 8 hours of sleep, so that 8 times 10 minutes, we may have to adjust somewhere. So that's the homework that Baba had given. So Baba says the homework was of 10 minutes each, but some children find it difficult. Just think, you cannot have 10 minutes of this practice. What will happen when it happens suddenly? Bap Dada knows that when you have to do it 24 times, some of you don't have that much time. But Bap Dada was just trying it. So Bap Dada also gives us some trial to do and check how are we able to manage through, the Purusharth and the homework that Baba gives us. So is our state elevated enough to be able to sit 10 minutes anytime, every hour? Sometimes we may be tied up with, some work, we're interacting, we're in meeting, we're in sessions, all of that. But let's say that's for 2 hours, 3 hours a day. But apart from that, other 1 hour that we have, do we do this practice every 1 hour, or it takes time for us to kind of create that state? That's the checking that all of us have to do. Are you able to stay in one awareness for 10 minutes whenever you want and how you want? Bab Dada is not saying that you have to stay in that stage for 10 minutes right now. Baba knows that, we may not be completely there. And, children may have told Baba that, Baba, we're not able to sit for 10 minutes. So see how Baba beautifully explained, how do we reach that stage? Okay, you're not able to do that. Those who can do it should do it. And if you're not able to do it, then you can do it for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, or 6 minutes. Try it out for as long as you can. Bab Dada himself is saying that it is not fixed. If you find that 10 minutes is too much, you can do it for 8 minutes or 9 minutes. Instill the habit for as long as possible, because it is now that you have put the blessings of over a long period of time into practical form. If you're not able to practice this over a long period of time, then the attainment of effort of long period of time at the present time, there will be difference in the length in terms of half the cycle. So how much effort we are putting right now actually defines how long we'll be there in Satyug. So if you're making long effort, long term, for long time, we do good effort, what will happen is we'll come in the beginning of Satyug. So Baba says, if you give less time now, Bab Dada has given permission for you to do it for as long as possible. See, Baba knows that, we have our own, stage, we have our responsibilities, and we're doing, other things as well. So Baba says, okay, do as much as possible, but at least we make that effort every hour. We make that effort. Okay, Baba has given me this homework. If you do it for longer than 5 minutes, if you cannot do it for 10 minutes, then do it for 7 minutes or 8 minutes. You're given permission to do it for even 5 minutes. But if you're able to do 10 minutes at any point, that is good. The time will come when you will have to give raise to the self and the world. This is why Bab Dada is giving you permission. Practice this for as long as possible, because the long period of present time is the basis of the future. Is that all right? You find it difficult? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the moment. See, right now, Baba is still giving us time to practice. But once, you know, we're there, I mean, the world has reached, our cycle has reached that stage, then we can't say that we didn't do effort. So right now, Baba is giving us that time so that we practice. So Baba says it doesn't matter at the moment, and you have told the Father about it, and that is good, because if you are not able to sit for 10 minutes and that time is just spent just thinking about it, then those 5 minutes are also gone. Let's say we say, okay, I'll sit for 10 minutes, and then I think, okay, I still have some 10 minutes, and we start thinking and we waste 5 minutes. Baba says it's better to sit for 5 minutes, but be in that complete soul conscious awareness. So Baba says, this is why Bab Dada is saying, do not let it be less than 5 minutes. Increase it as much as you can. Is it clear now? Bab Dada is seeing each one in a very elevated form, and in the form to symbolize this, Bab Dada has given each child so much self-respect. If you were to make a list of the points of self-respect, it would be such a long one. Today, At Amrit Vela, Bap Dada went on a tour. What did he go to say? Bap Dada has given a very long rosary of self-respect. If you were to stabilize yourself in each of those points of self-respect, then you walk and speak about each. When you walk and speak about each of self-respect and continue to turn that rosary, you will enjoy it very much. See, sometimes yoga becomes a little boring. We sit and we're not able to focus as much. So Baba is giving us techniques. Okay, you sit for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, or 10 minutes. And what do we do when we sit? Self-respect. Each Swaman. I'm Master Sarva Shaktiman. I'm different Swaman. Baba has given us so many Swaman. Just keep remembering each one of them. And then Baba says, you will enjoy it very much. You have a list of self-respect, but how great each aspect of that list of self-respect is, and and who gave it to you. The Word Almighty Authority has given each and every child a list of many points of self-respect. Use that, because there is no other authority that can reduce this self-respect of yours. Neither Maya, no person, no situation, nothing. Baba says, the Word Almighty Authority has given each and every child a list of many points of self-respect. Use that, because there is no other authority that can reduce this self-respect of yours. No one else has received a rosary of so much self-respect. Bap Dada has seen that you will receive your fortune of the kingdom of the golden age, but this rosary of self-respect is a gift of the confluence age, golden age, and this is diamond age. And in this diamond age, the best gift that we've received from the Almighty Authority is the gift of self-respect. Whenever Bap Dada sees the children, he looks at them with the stage of self-respect. Bah child, bah. So stay in the authority of self-respect of who you are. Sometimes keep one point of self-respect, and at another time keep another point of self-respect and check. Today I kept a special aspect of self-respect in my intellect at Amrit Vela, and that is a treasure. So did I use it? Amrit Vela? No, we remember one Swaman. We practice one Swaman, and through the day, were we able to recollect that? Were we able to use the power that we get through that self-respect? Is the checking that we can do. The way to increase the treasure is to use them. Today, Bap Dada was seeing which children have a longer rosary of awareness of self-respect and which children have a shorter rosary. Where there is self-respect, arrogance of the body finishes. So today, Bap Dada went on a tour and saw the treasures of self-respect. Use each and every power, use each and every virtue. Then the problem that you have of Maya coming. Maya doesn't just come, but Baba has already told you that Maya says, children, invoke me, and it is then that I come. I wouldn't go otherwise. See, if our stage is very powerful, there may be situations, there may be things around, but the effect of those situations would not be as much. So Baba says it's those weak thoughts which actually invoke Maya. The children invoke me, and it is then that I come. I wouldn't go otherwise. To have any weak. Now let's underline this and remember this always, very important. To have any weak or insignificant thought is to invoke Maya. To have any weak or insignificant thought is to invoke Maya, which means every time we create a powerful thought, situations may be there, people may be there, but we wouldn't, get into that, zone of Maya, and we would be safe. So Baba says to have any weak or insignificant thought is to invoke Maya. When you forget the powers, you have invoked Maya. I don't want her to come, but she comes. We say that we don't want Maya to come, but it comes. But it's actually our own weak thoughts that invoke Maya. This is such a deep thing that, we can churn upon. So Baba says, so who is more powerful? I don't want her to come, but she comes. So is Maya powerful or are you? So today, the old year is ending, and in the new year, there is new zeal and enthusiasm because the praise of the confluence age is that each day is filled with enthusiasm. That is, each day is a festival. It is because there is zeal and enthusiasm that each day is a festival. Therefore, make this firm. Look at your chart every day. So morning we take one swaman, practice that through the day, and towards the end of the day, checking. Even while walking and moving around, check it. If you check, you would also change. Would you not? If you don't check, how would you change? That's a routine that Baba wants us to follow. So today for the new year, Bap Dada especially has the thought that just as you bid farewell to the old year, in the same way, every child should bid farewell to Maya. How? By bidding farewell to weak thoughts. So Baba says, bid farewell to waste thoughts because it has been seen in the majority that there are more waste thoughts. It is very few who have many vicious thoughts. There are no negative thoughts, Baba says, but there are waste thoughts. Those are very few. But to finish waste thoughts as well as their names and trace, every thought should be powerful. There should not be a wasteful thought, because when you have thoughts of the waste, it is not just your thought of waste, but your time also is wasted. This makes you distant from becoming equal to the Father. Your desire is to become equal to the Father. Again, in the beginning, Baba started with this. Now, Baba is again coming to that same point. Your desire is to become equal, and you also raised your hand. However, Bab Dada always says, raise the hand of your mind. It is easy to raise your physical hand. So, do you have the courage to bid her farewell? Do you have the courage? Raise your hand. Acha, you are courageous. Simply keep this courage with you at all points in time. If you remain courageous, then you will fulfill the aim that you have kept, because Bap Dada is also with you. Bap Dada doesn't want any of his children to be left behind. They should return hand in hand with Baba. We should go back home. How? Hand in hand with Baba. Father Shiva is incorporeal and he doesn't have a hand, but Srimat is his hand. Very, very important. It is Srimat. More we follow, it's like, we're holding God's hand when we follow his Srimat. To follow Srimat at every step means to walk hand in hand. Multi-million fold congratulations to everyone for 3. The new year, new life, and new age. And then Bap Dada met Gujarat zone. They had come for service. Bap Dada says Gujarat means, Baba yesterday said Guzar Gayi Raat. है ना, जैसे the year has gone by, in the same way guzar gayi raat. So Baba says a new way of understanding new year and new age, guzar gayi raat. So Baba says Baba Dada has said earlier too that Gujarat means that night has passed. Yeah? So the old world, the old year, night has passed. In Gujarat, they constantly have the zeal and enthusiasm to remain constantly ahead of all and to make others move ahead. Then Baba says, so create hires who are close in relationship. So our service this year should be such that we create hires who are close in relationship and connection now, and they will become closer there too. In Satyug also they come in the beginning, and now also they become very close to Baba and the family. What are the signs of those who are hires? And hire means the one who follows every Srimad. So Baba says, we'll go to Yad Pyar now. Just give me a couple of seconds. So now, Dada gave a very wonderful Yad Pyar to all of us, and which is all of you said Happy New Year. But for all of us, it is always happy. According to today's world, we celebrate the Happy New Year. But every day of the confluence age for us is a festival. It is always a festival because you have that enthusiasm. It is the happy confluence of the confluence age. Many, many, many congratulations, congratulations, congratulations to all of you for your transformation. Just as it is the new year, in the same way, it is the new sanskars, and so farewell to the old sanskars and welcome to the new sanskars. Therefore, you are constantly cheerful and will always remain cheerful. Let's underline this. Therefore, you are constantly cheerful and will always remain cheerful. For us and for you, every year is benevolent. It makes us move forward and enable others to move forward. And this is why it is always happy, happy, and happy. So with that, let's thank Bap Dada, that wonderful New Year homework that Baba has given us, and so many good wishes that Bap Dada has given us. So two things that Bap Dada has told us. One is 24 times 10 minutes. If not 10 minutes, whatever best possible, and then increasing that time. And second, Bap Dada says, give message to every soul. There shouldn't be even one soul who is deprived of the message, who is deprived of their inheritance from the Father. So let's thank Bap Dada for a couple of seconds. Let's sit in silence for a couple of minutes, and then we will revise the Murli. So can we take some sharings, Murli points? Would you like to share?
Very good morning and lovely sustenance early in the morning. Wonderful Murli. And my takeaway is to situate myself to feel those elevated Soman and that garland of Soman. I never ever come out of those Soman. I leave those Soman and circulate, spread the vibrations of those Soman for each one. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, this TV Parivar. And thank you, this Gul Murli, as Baba has given the new thought, new message, and new homework that the 10 minutes, 10 years, 10 hours, that must remain in soul consciousness. This is a practice, this is a continuous practice which gain us more and more in golden age. So this and have multi-million congratulations to all of us. This Baba has given us. Then every day is our festival. Om Shanti. Thank you. Thank you, sister.
Om Shanti, and good morning to this family in India, and Happy New Year to all of you guys, everybody. I feel not only feel, I'm so fortunate today that I watched the video of Avyakt Murli. I don't remember which when was that, through, when Baba used to come through Dadi Guljar. So I felt so much better, and I moved so much on this. And I just want to share with you guys, it was so nice for me to watch the live session. And I felt so good. So at least now I understand some of it. Before I could not understand some of it, but now I do. And I really don't know if the Murli was the same as today's, but it relates to something like that Happy New Year in there too. So I'm guessing maybe where the same Murli was, but I don't know. But I feel so good and I feel so blessed. Just want to share with you guys, all of you guys. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, Indrabai, for sharing that. And as we spoke a week back, where Indrabai is an example of last so fast, so first. So thanks for sharing your experience, Indrabai, of this video that you have shared. And the takeaway point for me of today's Murli is Baba mentioning about how to deal with Maya. And Baba says very jokingly that Maya comes and says that I'm so ready to go, but children invoke me. And today Baba gave an access of what way they invoke, even by having an less self-esteem thought like I am not good enough, for example, is also invoking Maya. And that's going to be my takeaway newly to practice and bring this to the next level this year. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. A very good, happy, healthy, wealthy, and prosperous New Year to every family members. Today, I feel that Baba has realized as to how to we have to flexible in each and every action, thoughts, and words. Baba is telling that you at least you have to 10 minutes. From that, Baba told, at least practice for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. So Baba is that much flexible. We have to check ourselves that is that I am also like Baba to each and every action, deal with the others in that we have to flexible with them. Then there won't be any Maya or any other action. Om Shanti. Happy New Year.
Om Shanti. Very good morning and Happy New Year to all the souls. And Baba has given us the blessings of New Year, greetings of New Year about new life, new age, and family and father. So for me, be in the intoxication of self-respect, give raise to self and the world, 10 minutes challenge, and go ahead with the flying stage. This intense effort, I'm going to take it as a homework for this new year. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba, and Happy New Year to the beautiful family. All of us together have been practicing every day by joining this group and trying to understand Baba's clear messages to us. So, in this new year, I pray that all of us become equal to the Father. I have this thought and vision that each one of us becomes equal to the Father this year and can spread the rays and vibrations to everyone around us. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Happy New Year to everyone. It's been a good journey in this group. What the takeaway for me from what Baba said yesterday was no soul should be deprived at the end, saying that we do not know that Baba had come. So as many souls as possible to spread the message that Baba has come, and they should come out of their peacelessness and sorrow. So at least whether not in person, at least in subtle way, to give the message of Baba's message to all the souls. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. For me, the takeaway points is to give the gift of virtues and powers to people who need very much in this world, and so that they can claim a right for the golden world. Om Shanti. Hope everybody is done with their sharing. Then we can move towards meditation. But before meditation, there is a small announcement for tomorrow session. I'll share the flyer on the screen. Your special session tomorrow, that is on 2nd January. The topic of the session is the best tea of the new year is spirituality. And it is conducted by, this session has been conducted by Dr. Mohit Gupta, who is a professor of cardiology. So when you invite all the divine brothers and sisters, and also invite the other Brahmin soul of the family member to join this session. So let's spread this message as much as we can. Om Shanti. Ritubin, can we have a meditation?
Yes. Yes. So let's start our new year, 1st of January, with wonderful Swaman, self-respect that Baba has given to all of us. Baba said, "Wah, child, wah." Imagine God Himself saying this to us. What fortune I, the soul, have that God says, "Wah, bache, wah." With that equal love for Baba in my heart, I do say, "Wah, Baba, wah." In this entire year, I'll keep singing this song of Wah, Baba, wah, and experience the love of God every single day, every hour, and every moment of my life. The way Brahma Baba had a lot of responsibilities, but Baba still became equal to the Father with an awareness of Shiv Baba being the Karan Karavan Har. I do create that awareness of being a trustee. Only the Karanhar. I know that Baba will get everything done. It makes me feel so light, so comfortable. And this awareness will make me equal to the Father. This year, we aim to become equal to the Father. And not just aim, but our every thought, word, and action would be so elevated, is so elevated, that we get closer to our aim every single day. Thank you, Baba, for the wonderful New Year wishes and knowledge that you gave us today. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Rituben. Thank you, all of you, and see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Wishing you all a happy and healthy Happy New Year. Be safe and take care. Om Shanti.
Om
Once again,
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Wishing you all a very happy New Year.
Om Shanti. Happy New Year.
Hearty, sincere gratitude, Divine Family. Thank you, Ritu Sister. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much.
thank you all sisters and brothers. Om Shanti.